Hey, good morning, everybody. It's early morning's LA, the 6:30 edition. How are you? The toast is toast and the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and with the continuation of early morning's LA, in this video, I'll show you how under the third stimulus package you can get $35,000 if you're a family of 7 of children under the age of 5. If you're a college student, how you get $1,700 on top of $1,400. If you're an essential worker, how you get hazard pay plus $1,500 plus $1,400. How if you're a business owner, you get $5,000 plus $1,400 and more. Meantime, we have other breaking news. The other breaking news, of course, is Texas and the cold climate, the downsizing and the loss of electricity, no running water. Things are going to change over the next 2 days. City officials inform us and county officials. Meantime, what's going on with Ted Cruz? Where was he? And why is Cancun cruise trending online? Elsewhere, the unemployment number is in. And also, Janet Yellen spoke late yesterday about your stimulus. What did she say, and why were her comments so important in the push to get your stimulus over the finish line? I have all the great details. I'm so excited for you. Let's get ready to rock and roll. It's a new morning on Early Mornings LALATE. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is 6:30 on the East Coast, 3:30 on the West Coast, and it's a big day with Early Mornings LA. A lot of breaking news today, and we're going to have a lot of shows across the board. This is the modified set, clearly a strange camera angle with unusual lighting as we get ready for the new LALATE. So get ready for that and apologize for how the set looks a little bit off kilter today. But that's how we are. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe because over the next few days, you're going to see the rollout of the stimulus bill. You're going to see it as early as Tuesday, and you want to make sure to pounce because the money in that bill, with the exception of the check and the child items, are not automatic. You got to apply for them. Also, like the video. And if you've not become a member, ensure you become a member because the members will get access to these documents to get the stimulus before anyone else. Meantime, over there is an instant chat. That instant chat allows you to chat with your profile buddies about what you're thinking, what you're doing, and who's going to the casino tonight. With that, I have so much to detail about for you in this morning's recording. And without a delay, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that the third stimulus package bill will be debuted around Tuesday next week. Nancy Pelosi confirms that the bill will be called for a vote later next week. On Monday, the bill will be finalized in the House Budget Committee. The bill has a $1,400 stimulus check, and while that dominates the press coverage, there's more in there besides the stimulus check. $1,400 for an individual, $2,800 for a married couple, $1,400 for children, $1,400 for adult dependents. That's to start. Everyone gets a stimulus check, but there's more. Children 5 years or younger are going to get $3,600 plus $1,400, $5,000. How did they get it? How does it calculate? What is it for? It's the child tax credit being paid a year early. Yes, a year early. So this is a child tax credit being paid by the IRS to you a year early for next year. It's for next year, but it's not being paid next year. It's being paid this year, a year early. It'll be paid $300 a month starting the month of July. That's per child. So if you're a father of 7 kids under the age of 5, and there's no limit under the third stimulus package for how many $1,400 stimulus checks you're going to get, you could get $35,000. Next, if you have a child 17 to 6, the amount be a little bit less. It'll be $3,000. That'll be $250 a month starting in the month of July for 1 year. Very straightforward. All right, so the next item in the third stimulus package, let's take it up a little bit older in age, is a college student. That college student will get $1,700 plus a $1,400 stimulus check. The $1,700 is financial aid. We don't know much about it. Before I continue on the third stimulus package, let me tell you what's going on with the student aid debt forgiveness, because that certainly will, talking about college students, you'll certainly think about that issue. The college student debt forgiveness push is still underway between Chuck Schumer, Elizabeth Warren on one side, and Joe Biden on the other side. They've been pushing since October, and he's not moving. He's continually saying, I'll do $10,000. I won't do $50,000. They have a bill for it. It's not this one. It's a standalone bill. And they are pushing for executive order, of which both the president said he won't do. He will not do $50,000. He will only do $10,000. All right, let's cut back to the third stimulus package bill. In there is also rent. There's rent for low income, middle class, homeless, fear of becoming homeless, facing homeless, homeless because of social issues or about to become homeless, like fleeing a home because of domestic violence, and also mortgage money. The mortgage money is for privately held mortgages and also publicly held mortgages. So that's also for Fannie Freddie Mae or your local bank like Bank America, for example. That's really great news. Now, understand there is a mortgage forbearance, there's a rent eviction moratorium. That's different from these items. Next, there is a earned income tax credit of $1,500 if you worked as an essential worker and made less than $25,000. That earned income tax credit of $1,500 is a little bit confusing because unlike the child amount, which I just detailed, which comes this year as an advance, the earned income tax credit looks like it does not. It looks like it comes next year. All right, so then will they modify it? We'll see. FPUC, UI, PUA, those have all been very well detailed in this channel. It's from March to August. It is $400 a week, but there's a big push to modify these. Always, when I'm saying it is, I don't mean it's going to be finished. I'm saying the bill, as you can see next week, that's how it has it. More about that in a second. Then you have a child care tax credit, $5,000 if you have one child, or $8,000 if you have two children, based upon the amount of child care you have divided by 2. Then we have businesses. Businesses get EIDL grants of $5,000 plus more money, and they also get business loans to go start a new business. They get PPP, and then there's restaurant grants up to $5 million per location. And there you are. There's a lot of stuff in the third stimulus package we've not seen and we need to see. What are they? First, we've not seen the hazard pay. Where is it? How much? Who applies for it? Is it $10,000? Is it $13 an hour? Is it this? Is it essential workers? I just keep on getting the DMs around the clock. I did this during the pandemic. Do I get hazard pay? I don't know. I haven't seen the bill. Then I have people saying, my employer didn't apply for you. I'm like, how could they? There's no bill yet. I actually get those emails or DMs all the time. And that's where we are on hazard pay. EIDL, we don't know a lot also. It looks like $5,000 plus something, but what is the plus? We don't know. There's other confusions, like the earned income tax credit. Why is it waiting for next year? It should be paid now. We don't know that clarity across the board. There are other issues that are sort of confusion, and those issues of confusion are things like the adult dependents. They're supposed to get $3,200. Why are they getting $1,400? Janet Yellen yesterday came out in vocal support of the third stimulus package. She did that late in the day after Home LA, after Chuck. She appeared on broadcast news. She said, we think it's very important to have a big stimulus package that addresses this pain that was caused. 15 million Americans behind on their rent, 24 million adults, and 12 million children who don't have enough to eat. Small businesses failing. Inflation has been very low for over a decade, and it's a risk, but it's a risk that the Federal Reserve and others have the tools to address. The greater the risk of scarring the people, having this pandemic take a permanent life-hold toll on their lives and their livelihoods. There's so much pain in this economy. I think that these checks will really provide the relief and help jumpstart our economy, giving people to spend what they can get out and then go back to their former lives. So there's a lot of families that are operating on the margin, and I think these checks will really help them. What is she talking about? She's talking about unemployment as the gauge for determining stimulus checks. I've been telling you, Janet Yellen, Jerome Powell, head of the Federal Reserve, Joe Biden, your president, myself, everyone is talking about unemployment as the factor for determining stimulus. It's not home sales, it's not consumer spending, it's not lumber prices, it's not auto sales. It's the long-term unemployment number. And if it doesn't improve, it doesn't improve. Then you get more stimulus checks. Walmart came out in favor of more stimulus checks yesterday. Now, it wasn't particularly yesterday, but it was during a meeting with the president. He said we need to do this right away. Now, the vote will be happening next week, but one vote of support will not be coming for something else, and that's Dolly Parton's statue. In Tennessee, Dolly Parton has told legislators to not stop focusing on herself. Tennessee legislators want to pass a bill to build a statue of Dolly Parton. And this is her reaction. Given everything that's going on in the world, I don't think putting me up on a pedestal is appropriate at this time. She said, somewhere down the road, several days, years from now, or perhaps after I'm gone, if you feel that I deserve it, you can do it then, but not now. I love that. After that news came out, Sirloin said, I'll be the statue. You can tip me over. Meantime, the CDC released guidance yesterday, and the guidance was confusing because now the guidance suggests that nearly 99% of people that think they could apply for schools that they think they could apply to reopen may not qualify to reopen. Ultimately, reopening schools is a local determination, not a state, federal, or federal determination. But now the guidelines appear to be a little bit more strict than we thought initially. Finally, more support for stimulus checks. That came yesterday from Walmart's CEO, Doug McMillon. He said that we need more stimulus. This was a day after his earnings reports were out. He announced $15 minimum wage for 420,000 of his employees and more. He said we see our customer behavior that some customers, as they receive the most recent stimulus check, the $600, are spending on more basics, more on private brands, small pack sizes, things that as opposed to some of the stimulus dollars that came out earlier this year were spent more on televisions and things that entertain them at home. This is a bit of a mixed shift as we think it reflects that consumers out there need to do some self-help. So what is he saying? He's saying that people are behind the bills and they need this money to go. They use the second stimulus check of $600 to go get soap, detergent, cleaning solutions, whereas the first one, the $1,200, they went about television sets. It's a different state of the economy. Those consumers are the ones that the stimulus package needs to go out and help them quickly. Amen. Meantime, rent. If you need help with rent, utilities, food, and more, don't wait. While there is rent on the third stimulus package, it has its own qualifications. There is rent, utilities, and food available now. Go to your state housing authority, your state. Go to your city housing authority, your city hall. Go to your county hall, and also your county housing authority. That's 6 groups. Ask if they have rent assistance because of COVID. Then go to your utilities company. Ask them if they have utility assistance because of COVID. If you are having problems and you've done that, then reach out to the nonprofits like United Way, Salvation Army, Community Action, St. Vincent de Paul. Again, that's United Way, Catholic Charities, Community Action, St. Vincent de Paul. Finally, if you're having problems with both situations and you're not quite sure how to do it, reach out to the volunteers. They're in the pinned comment of this video, news.la.com/community. They're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and they can help you get you all that and more. If you have questions or comments to today's video, drop them in comments below. I might feature them in tomorrow's recording. Meantime, subscribe to this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like this video, and if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. I'll next be with you at 8:30 a.m. with Morning to LA. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay LA for more.